Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Right now the time is 9:27 a.m. It is Wednesday, okay? Happy hump day, all right? Wicked Wednesday, okay? We are finally halfway through the week, okay? It is March 18th as well, so actually we are finally in the new moon in Pisces, all right, guys? So not sure if you guys are familiar with the new moon, but there is a new moon cycle that is happening in the next, couple of days. So it's today, the 19th and the 20th. And I also did make a post about this last week so that you guys could, get caught up, read about it, whatever it is that you wanted to do with that information. And if you guys were more curious, you have that freedom to do your own research. So, some of you guys could be Googling some of this information or just making your own notes. But whatever this energy is, Pisces talks about dreams, right? Dreams, music, art, even addictions too. Like it has its pros and cons, like every zodiac sign does. But the difference is that I feel as though with this energy, it almost feels like when it does come to dreams and intuition and things like that, it is more heightened at this time. And, you guys are more able to maybe take more direction as well. So even with us moving into Pisces in the new moon, also tomorrow it's going to be in Pisces and Aries, and that is also significant as well. So obviously take what resonates with that, but that could be confirmation. So yeah, let's jump into it and see what you need to know for today. All right, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. And again, like I say in all my videos, if you're not having a good day, that's okay. Let yourself feel those emotions, go through them, but don't let it, take you down, right? Don't let it be the whole, perspective or the whole focus of your day, right? So, allow yourself to go through it. Even if it's for the whole day, allow yourself to go through it, but today is a new day or tomorrow's a new day, right? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for March 18th at this time? And the sun is shining, even though it is cold outside, minus that. The sun is shining, so I'm happy to see that the sun is shining, despite how yesterday was. I love when the sun is out because, I'm a summer baby, so, I love when the sun is out. Even if it is cold outside, I still appreciate, and I'm still grateful for the sun coming out. So, yeah. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for March 18th? What do they need to know for Wednesday, for March 18th, please? What clarity can you give the collective at this time for March 18th? What is it that they need to know at this time, Spirit? What can you tell them at this time? Thank you. So, for some of you, Four of Cups energy could be very significant. Now, with this energy, there's something about clarity and awareness and also having acceptance in a situation. You could be opening up yourself to new opportunities, right? But even if this is like your moon in Cancer, right? Because we are in the new moon in Pisces. So if you do have, Cancer in your moon sign, right? There's something about that that could be very significant. Now, you guys, when it comes to being open to new opportunities or being open, or opening up yourself to these new opportunities, there's something about, you maybe feeling motivated, right? But this could be about you feeling that you have clarity. Now, when it comes to the opposite of this energy, because everything has a yin and yang, right? Even if this is not your energy, like some of you guys, you may feel like you guys are, disconnected, right? And it could be you feeling disconnected with maybe people in your energy. So there's something about within the next 4 days that could be very significant, where you could be seeing something where you may feel disconnected, or there's something about feeling bored, right? Or maybe you and someone have like some type of indifference, but whatever this energy is, even if it's good or bad, you're still receiving clarity about it. Okay, you're still receiving clarity, you're still accepting what is, right? And even when it comes to the energy, you're choosing happiness regardless of your situation, right? Everyone has a different situation. So regardless of your situation, you are choosing happiness at the end of the day, right? This happiness could be about, when it comes to like, family. So this could be a parent or a guardian. This could be about, even when it comes to like domestic matters, this could also talk about your inheritance, your emotions, the foundation that you're building. Even feminine energy could be very significant where you may feel very indifferent as well, right? When it comes to feminine energy, you may feel like maybe for some of you that resonate with this, whether masculine or feminine, that sometimes there's certain connections that you just don't mesh well with. And even if you're in this energy of receiving clarity, you feel like other people cannot pick up on that. So you can pick up on other people's energy. You can tell if someone's going to be for you or if they're not. And for some of you, when it comes to your stability, that could be very significant. Like you guys could be building something when it comes to like a foundation or a structure. And, for some of you guys, this could be something long-term that you guys are building. So right now, because you guys are building something long-term, right now you could be also disciplined. But the energy on, for someone who's on the outside looking in, it may look like you guys are, indifference, right, with other people. But for some of you guys, it's more of the energy of you guys being focused. So if you can feel other people's energies right now when it comes to like you being focused, having boundaries, protecting your energy, and you can feel like a lot of energies are around you that maybe could be questioning why you're doing the things that you're doing, to be honest with you guys, you don't have to really explain yourself to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, some people might want to express themselves, about the situation, but if you guys are in situations where you have expressed yourself multiple times, it's almost like, what's the point, right? It gets to a point where you just have to stop doing certain things and just focus on you, right? And what's meant for you is meant for you. So yeah, we have the Emperor. Okay, like I said, stability. This is about you building stability, protection, okay, stepping into your own authority, right? This is about also being in control. So some of you guys, like I said, you guys could be focused at this time. You guys are showing up as very strong and confident, even when it comes to leadership or management skills or, that type of energy. So even if you feel like on paper, like I said, when it comes to education and things like that, if you feel like on paper, you're not qualified for something, that's not the case. The universe is saying that you're qualified, right? And that could be for anything. That could be you making your own decisions, right? Especially if you're old enough and you feel like you do have your head on your shoulders, then yeah, why not? Right? Sometimes in life you have to learn to do things alone. The way that I look at it too is, yeah, we all have our parents. For some of us, we don't have any parents. So imagine putting yourself in someone else's shoes where you may be someone who has both your parents or at least one parent. And, with both parents, sometimes you may feel like you're alone. Okay, then that's another thing too. A lot of times people look at people's situations and think, man, I really wish I had that life. But the same people who have both their parents in their lives, they may not be able to talk to their parents. Okay, they're not maybe able to go deep and go within with their parents because maybe their parents do not hold emotional intelligence in that sense. Nothing's wrong with that, but it does create a rift. It does create tension, right? So for some of you guys, even though there are people out there who either have no parents, okay, or grew up with parents, it all depends on the dynamic of the environment, how that person was raised, and how they come out of that. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to your situation, you guys could be very strong. You guys are building stability. Okay, maybe some of you guys are showing up as someone who's very structured, right? But you are someone who's taking charge of your life and, you're establishing some type of order and stability, okay, when it comes to like you stepping into your power. So angel number 444 could be significant as well. We have the number 10. This is about 10 of Pentacles. So some of you guys could be focusing on, if this is not legacy, meaning like you care for, you building a life. There's something about legacy and inheritance, okay? Also, when it comes to you being grateful for the abundances that are in your life, this is also why you guys are able to receive some type of stability around you. So this could be also roots, family, your ancestors, okay? This could be a windfall as well, especially with 10th house. This talks about career, success, okay? Some of you guys could be getting public reputation, okay, when it comes to like you showing up. Okay, every single day you guys could probably show up for yourselves. There's also something about long-term goals, like I said, building something long-term, structure, status, right? So for some of you guys, stepping into your masculine energy could be very significant. And then we also have here masculine energy. So even when it comes to masculine energy, you could be somebody who shows up with authority, and that could trigger certain people in your energy who are not comfortable within themselves. Okay, so there's something about you being comfortable within yourself, you being able to, receive the inheritance that you have and being able to pass that legacy down to future generations, whether this is you, your family, or, a collective of people, like a group of people. But whatever this is, there's something about importance of family and tradition. So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation, angel number 1010. Even when it comes to you guys being like whole within yourself, right? There's something about feeling whole with yourself. Okay, there's something about, you following divine order. Also, when it comes to ends of cycles, like ending of cycles, new beginnings, etc., that is also significant as well, okay? So take what resonates with that, but let's see what else shows up. I'm going to get another card or two. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. Yeah, so we have the Lovers, right? This is about unions, partnerships, relationships. Okay, the choices that you make as well. So it's almost like you choosing love and harmony. It all depends on your situation. You choosing love and harmony could be your daily routines. Okay, this could be servicing to other people, you being organized. Okay, the more that you organize yourself or build some type of organization, or you guys could be building an organization, but there's something about organizations and also when it comes to joint finances. So there is something about health and wellness that's very significant. Some of you guys could be into that, or there's something about fitness, right? So taking care of your body daily. Okay, maybe your coworkers are significant, your work habits, how you service people, etc., right? If you're looking at it from an angel number perspective, then this talks about family, right? So this is about love, family, you being maybe a healer. Okay, there's something about giving and receiving, and also heart-centered leadership. So yeah, take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. So there's something about making progress or taking steps, right? Taking maybe each day step by step, even if you don't have the answers to everything, you're still moving forward. I just saw 8 of Wands as well that wanted to fly out, but it went back in the deck. So there is something about movement, taking action, okay, like Chariot energy as well. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What else do they need to know, please? So Pisces energy, okay, Knight of Cups. This is about you being artistic, okay? 12th house talks about also, some of you guys when it comes to solitude, okay, facing your fears, things to do with secrets, your subconscious thoughts, especially healing, spirituality, etc. There's something about you feeling like past life energy could be very significant, and also your dreams. Okay, paying attention to your dreams are significant when it comes to your creativity and your stability. Now, there's something about also emotional expression. So how you express yourself is also significant too with the 12th house, right? There's something about, maybe you're able to connect with people of older ages, and that could be very significant too. There's something also about, with your dreams. You guys could be focusing on your dreams or trying to remember your dreams, but if you're not able to, that is why I always say to you guys to follow the angel numbers that you see, or there's, signs or synchronicities, right? So again, you following your heart and trusting your intuition is significant. We also have the number 13. Queen of Pentacles, okay, being grounded. So some of you guys are showing up as someone who's very grounded, okay? You have good business sense, right? 12 talks about, you building harmony, whether this is through growth or just learning throughout duality and learning to balance out your masculine and feminine energy. Even when it comes to like learning to have patience in your situation, knowing that things will work out for you, that could be very significant. You doing that will allow you to go through a transformation. So this is about you alchemizing energy. Death and rebirth is significant when it comes to patterns. So even when it comes to patterns of people, places, and things, you guys are releasing that and you guys are surrendering through healing. Okay, we also have the Empress. So again, whatever it is that you're creating, you're building something new, but whatever it is that you're building, it's very abundant. Okay, third house talks about short distance travel. So what you're doing, even if you're not physically traveling, there's something about how you can travel in a short distance, whether this is like communication through text, online communication, emails, etc. But there is something about you being connected to the mind, body, and soul when it comes to communication. And also when it comes to like, education, schools are significant. So some of you guys could be working in schools, or there's something about school and early education when it comes to learning. Maybe you guys were very different when it comes to learning as well. And so when it comes to creativity and learning, that could be something that you guys are, learning to get comfortable and tap into. Yeah, there's something about burdens, right? Releasing any burdens, completion. So 1010 is very significant. There's something about, like I said, when it comes to career and success and, long-term goals, right? Your status, you're seeing through certain illusions, right? There's something about also secrets. So again, with today being the 18th, which is very funny, okay, with the new moon, you guys are trusting your intuition when it comes to the inner guidance that you guys are receiving. Okay, the Hanged Man. Okay, like I said, there's something about being in reflection, right? Surrendering and releasing. And also when it comes to you being in the present moment, that could be very significant. This could be about your perspective. Okay, even if there was a time where, some of you guys could have felt like your perspective could be different from other people. So it's almost like while you sacrifice certain things in your waiting, you could have had a lot of uncertainty. You could have felt like you were lacking direction. But the more that you trust your intuition, the more you allow yourself to surrender and let go of control. And also the more that you release that control, the more that you are able to, look at things from a different perspective or a different point of view. Okay, so, this is maybe you changing your ways of thinking. Okay, even when it comes to spirituality, you could be also the one that allows people to surrender so that they can, go within and think about things differently than how they normally think about it right now. Okay, so again, meeting different people with different mindsets, even when someone, says something to you, they could be teaching you something, but like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So a lot of times people feel like if I'm aggressive and I'm like this, then, people are going to understand me. And sometimes that doesn't work for everybody. Depending on how your chart is set up, some people are very soft spoken, some people are very loud, some people are very wild, some people are very, everyone's unique. So you seeing somebody do something, this could be your energy too. Like you could be doing something, someone sees you doing something, and they're like, oh yeah, I can do exactly what Collective is doing, but they can't. There's only one of you, okay? There's only one of you, only you can do what you do. That's why I said everyone has a special gift, a talent, a skill, something that they're uniquely really gifted at, and it's not something that they have to do. They just naturally do that. Okay, so yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have Nine of Pentacles, so take what resonates with that. You being rewarded for, maybe your achievements or your efforts, things like that. Success is significant. And also creative spark. So there's something about inspiration. This could be something you're passionate about, or this is something that you're very passionate about moving forward into when it comes to like financial opportunities and things like that. But yeah. I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. But even when it comes to like water energy, there's something about you maybe finding out something within the next few days, but then you could be also doing something like, taking action within the next few days to weeks. And then whatever action that you took, it's almost like it's going to take a few weeks to months to see you know, some type of progress or something of that matter when it comes to like growth. So that's why I'm saying like summer could be very significant as well. But anyways, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you. Thank you guys again for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always. And again, you guys can check out my website. It's www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, where you guys can book a reading or check out my blog. And also today's blog as well when it comes to, you know, the new moon. I posted it a few days ago, so check that out. And yeah, follow me on YouTube and TikTok. All right, guys? I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. And thank you guys again. Bye, guys.